Hello, hello, hello. Hi, Annie. How you going, my dear? Oh, my hair's a bit of a mess. Just give it a quick brush. Need to get a haircut. Probably go on Monday. I hope everything's been going good your way. Oh, yeah, a bit snuffly and a slight cough. Oh, speaking of which, James is like, please do a COVID test. I will do one after I finish here. Just a bit stressed and worried. When are these? Okay. A little bit out of date, but only a month or so I'll have to do one of them later. Oh, wow. Yeah, a little bit snuffy. Oh, that's good to know that you're carrying on. Hi, Shelby Lisa. Hi, Apple. Hi, Sherry French. No, I sent out a last-minute impulsive invite. Just, throw it out there, see if anyone wants to join. So we might have some guests, we might not. No, we'll just go on from there. Okay. Lots been happening, hasn't there? Let's have a quick look through Trump World. Quick look at Trump World. Trump's assets. They could be seized within weeks, it says. The headlines say. So let's have a look at this. We'll get out the pendulum, won't we? Sorry for the snuffles. I'm sure they will clear up at some stage. I've got a second one of these that's pink. Very pretty. Lots of pretty flowers on them. So there we go. Yeah. Doesn't look that crash hot, does it? Hang on. Oh, well, that'll do. So let's have a look. Oh, what did I go in there for? I went in for the pendulum and came out with the hair clip. Yep, very much me, isn't it? So, remember we were talking last weekend about having a bit of a reset? We did that. We had lots of rest over the weekend, and then we went away for a couple of days to, not very far, just down about 10, 15k down towards the city on the coast, and had a couple of nights in a little resort there. Our friends looked after the fur babies, so there we go. Anyway, so are Trump's assets going to be seized? So yes. Will that include Mar-a-Lago? Yeah, we did use the spa bath at the hotel. We had a spa in our room, but we didn't use that. But we did use the pool spa, and it was lovely. We were like, oh, wow, nothing hurts. Yes, he will lose Mar-a-Lago. The next thing in my list is smarter pain management, because I've been very hodgepodge with my pain management. So that's the next thing on my list. Yeah, we spent most of the time in the room, but it was air conditioned. It had a beach view. It was just really vegged and relaxed, so it was really, really good for us. Now, I saw another headline. Will the banks call in loans soon? Will the banks call in Trump's loans soon? yes, Ian doesn't have the money to pay them. I think they will get something out of it, but they're going to have to write off quite a significant amount in the dollar. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but it's not worth 100 million, the land. It's not worth all that much. Yeah. And the cachet of it being owned by Trump is not going to add anything to the value. Land value is land value. The building itself, I don't think it's much. Now, the RNC, it looks like there could be some legal trouble coming their way because they have been paying Trump's legal bills. Will the RNC or officers in the RNC, so we'll start with officers. Will officers in the RNC be indicted over paying Trump's medical bills? Let's have a look. Yes, over paying his legal bills. Right. Yes. Hi, Eleanor. Hi, Patricia Francino. Okay. Will the RNC as an organisation be indicted? Yes. I just had the question pop through my head is, will the RNC be put into receivership? Will the RNC be put into receivership? You know, that means having administrators appointed. So we'll go around. Will the RNC be put into administrators, receivership? And administrators appointed. Yes. So they have a lot of trouble coming their way. Not working, is it? Hi, I'm Steve. Oh, well. So, there's some trouble heading their way. Now, the next thing I've got on my list is Nikki Haley has received her first Senate endorsement from Senator Lisa Murkowski in Alaska, who, as we know, has never been a fan of Trump's. But will more Senate endorsements follow? I think they already have drained the RNC's piggy bank, which is why receivership is going to be. So, will more Senate endorsements follow for Nikki Haley? Yes. Took a while, but yes. So It's going to be a little bit of a pause, and then, yeah. Will Rona Romney McDaniels be subpoenaed? Let's have a look. We'll get the cards out for this one. I'll be doing some single card reads in a little bit. Someone's walking out the front with their doggies. She's the chair of the RNC, isn't she? Ace of Coins, that's a yes. Yes, she is going to be subpoenaed. Of course, she's in charge. The buck stops with her. Could she be indicted? Oh, yeah, this is a big yes with the judgment card. I asked, could she be indicted over this? And this is a big yes with the judgment card. And a few people, it should be a warning to some people. If she was in charge when it happened, yeah. So, could she go to jail? Rona Romney McDaniel. 8 of Wands. Oh, things will be happening quite quickly with her. And this is also a yes. And it's also about travel as well as communication. So, yeah, she could end up going to jail. Okay. Will the SCOTUS non-decision further increase potential voting public to trounce Trump by an even bigger margin? Yeah, the SCOTUS non-decision is that it didn't. They don't want to make that decision. Okay. They don't want to be the people who make the decision that a president is not immune for his actions. Or that a president cannot, can be charged at a later date. So far, every circuit has said he's not immune. Will the Supreme Court, the earliest they'd hear it would be April. Will the Supreme Court hear the immunity, the presidential immunity case? Nine of Cups, yes. Will they what will be the outcome? Will Trump be found to have immunity? Ace of Queens, opportunistic. If they have their way, they will, but there's 9. Page of Wands, 8 of Wands, the Sun. If they hear it, They could fuck up the whole case. Pardon my language. Hi, warrior girl. I'm having a look at the Supreme Court. Will they hear the immunity case? I've got a yes. Okay. At this stage, if they were to hold it today, I think Trump might actually get away with it. The cards are saying one thing, my gut is saying another. So let's look. So, will Trump be found to have immunity by the Supreme Court? The High Priestess. Wisdom will overcome. Years of wisdom will overcome. The World. There will be a shift in his place in the world. They have to find him not immune because no man is above the law. The Queen of Swords. Yeah, no, he's going to be called for to answer for his questions. So this to me says no. And the start of a new journey for him. 8 of Cups. Abandonment. He's going to find a way to not have to face, or he's going to want to find a way to not have to face court. He could run away. So what's all this other stuff about? A lot of stuff is going to come to light. You know that. So one deck of cards says yes, he will win. The other one says no. So let's go to the tiebreaker, will we? Will Trump be granted immunity? No, it swung pretty quickly into no. They won't. Yeah, they have to give every future president immunity too. So next thing I have on my little list, and it's the last thing I have on my little list at the moment, is will the 11th Circuit Court remove Aileen Cannon over her doubling down on her decision to release unredacted documents, 5,000 unredacted documents that have details that will put people's lives at risk. Biden would not send SEAL Team 6 in to take care of him. So, will the 11th court? I mean, they have given her chance after chance after chance. She should never have been. Six of Cups, her past actions, her actions are going to come back to revisit her. That is a yes card, by the way. The Star, that's a yes card. Hope. Don't give up hope there. Will she be impeached? The Wheel of Fortune. Yes, there are changes coming for her. Is it? The hair above his 45. Oh, interesting question, Apple. How are you, by the way? I don't know much about Michigan's uncommitted vote. If you just add a little bit of detail there, I can have a look at it. So, will Jack Smith press new charges for selling secrets before the election? I got burden of proof or proof. If he has the proof, he will. Will he have the proof? That's the big thing. Let's have a look. Two of Coins. Okay, this is juggling. There's a lot of things he's already dealing with. This would add another thing. So that's the Two of Coins. The Knight of Coins. Wow, this is the sort of thing that very much legal. I'd say it's come to a bit of a standstill at the moment. So at the moment, no. That area of the investigation has stalled for some reason. The Hierophant, Dionysus. I like that. I like that they put Dionysus as the Hierophant. The Hierophant represents indoctrination. It represents government. It represents rule. It represents stability. And with the Pope, of course, it represents the church. Dionysus, or Bacchus, as he's also known as, I think in Roman, but I'm not sure. That's for the Roman one. He is the god of drinking, partying, excesses. Much better looking than Bacchus was. So this is certainly hypocrisy. There's definitely some thinking outside of the box going on here. Strength. Atlas. Carrying the world on his shoulders. Strength. Yes, the two major arcanas show that thing might be at a pause here. But strength is a definite yes. Hierophant is a yes, possibly. There's still some processes to work through. But then, yes, they've got a very, very strong case. So I would say yes, definitely. But at the moment, just got to clear a few things off the plate first. So things are at a pause there. But will it happen before the election? Yes. I got August popped into my mind. Pendulum. Will Jack Smith charge Trump with selling secrets in August? Yes. Yes, he will. Okay, so the Michigan thing, instead of voting for Biden, Trump, or any of them, Michael Moore and others got another selection put in place, uncommitted. And I know thousands are already planning on writing ceasefire for president. What does ceasefire for president mean? Oh, yeah, a ceasefire. Okay. Is Princess Catherine okay? Is the Princess of Wales okay? No. She's not okay at the moment. Will she be okay? Got no. I've always liked her, Catherine. Obviously, she's going through something pretty tough. And, yeah, things aren't looking the best. But let's pray and send out lots of energy, healing light, and hope that she will pull through. Just because it says she won't be okay doesn't mean she's going to pass or anything. It just means that this, whatever it is, will be with her for the rest of her life. It's not going to go away, and it's going to have an effect on her for the rest of her life. Yeah. Yeah. Now, that Michigan uncommitted. I don't think a lot of people are going to use it. Will the Michigan hashtag uncommitted be effective in taking votes away from Trump or Biden? Three of Swords. No, not really. No, it's not going to have the effect they hoped. Hi, Constance Campbell. We are fine. Thank you very much for asking. I have to learn to use the new, or we both have to learn to use the new washing machine. Yeah. She will, of course, be looked after with all the best care and everything, but this is not ever going to heal properly. So, I only wish her the best. Now, who is up for a single card read? If you would like a card, put your hand up now. Okay, those the 750 Republican votes, 1,000 foreshadow the general election. Four of Swords, withdrawal. Not necessarily. And Page of Swords. It's going to be a bit of a disappointment for some people. So I think it might be a bit of a surprise. Be very close. What was on the bottom? Yeah, there might be a bit of argy-bargy there after the end. It might take a while to sort out who wins what. Okay, so Annie W, Steve, Shelby, Constance Campbell, Sherry French. Yeah, I got you, Annie. And Apple. Okay, I will do a call a little bit later for the next round of single card reads. But if you haven't put your name down, Apple's the last name I've written down. So we've got Annie, Steve, Shelby, Lisa, Constance Campbell, Sherry French, and Apple. So, okay. Christine Maroon. So, haven't used the animal tarot cards in a while, so I thought we'd bring them out for a bit of a spin. I will be doing another round of single cards later. Now, so Annie W. Just going to check something here. When did she send that? 3 minutes ago. Okay. Right, so Annie W. Guides of the highest truth and compassion, please. Okay, we've got life experience. 16, the tower. And it's the cuckoo. You know, the cuckoo in the nest is something that signifies an upset or an event or a person who upsets things. So, and important changes are coming in your life that will require you to take action. So there's going to be a few things knocked down, but it says don't hesitate to move in new directions you know are right for you. I'm just going to double check that that is the tower. It could be the star. No, yeah, it's the tower. So, things might not be going exactly as you planned. There might be, wow, when did that happen? How did that happen? And a little bit of a shake-up, but it's a good shake-up for you. Oh, yeah. So there's been some shake-ups, and it could require you to, I'm sorry you've lost 2 people in your life. That is, please everyone send Annie some comforting and healing energy. Having 2 people close to her pass away and having a workmate closely ill. So the gravely ill, yeah, that's going to be, it's going to be a time of turmoil for you for a little while, because this is a major arcana. But it says here, and I totally agree, don't hesitate to move in new directions that you know are right for you. It's allowed a few things to be cleared away, if that makes sense, you know, from the rubble. We all know that a tower is not necessarily a bad thing. Some things need to be cleared away, and this is a good opportunity for some things to be cleared away. It hurts to lose people, even if they're not the nicest people in the world. It can be a jolt, but it can be um, a clearing experience and be a step towards your healing. And I do feel like one of these losses, as sad as it is, it's going to lead to you healing. And I have somebody here to join me.
Hi.
Shari,
Yay.
I had an email before just with a whole heap of email and just said, look, if you want to join me, come and join me. And no pressure to, because it was a literally last minute thing. So the lovely Sharis and Voices from the Swamp is here. I'm doing some single card reads at the moment
Oh,
where
yay.
I get people to
You
put
took
up
all
their
my
hand.
mess.
Yeah, well, I get people to put up their hand for a single card and I draw it for them. And I've just done the first one for Anne W. Hi, Pisces Greeter.
What we drawing? What we doing?
So
What's
just
the question?
draw. Well, there's usually no questions.
Okay.
Sometimes people will ask a question, but she's just lost two people close to her have passed
Oh,
away, and one of her co-workers is gravely ill. So I drew life experience. I'm using the tarot animal tarot pack, which is the tower.
okay. I just got
So if
4
you
new
want to draw
decks.
a card for her, you'll get everyone's going to get 2 for 1 now.
Well, I've already got out my mystical shaman deck, oracle deck,
Okay.
and one of my newer decks, angels and aurors.
Oh yeah, yes, I've
And
seen that around a bit.
this is nice. And I
It's not yeah.
just
You got a good opinion of
just
it?
got I just
Mm.
got in the mail, what is it? The Golden Future,
Ooh, that looks
Secrets
cool.
of the Ancestors,
Oh wow.
and Animal Guides, and these are all
Oh, I've
pre-released.
got the animal guides. It is an
Yeah,
awesome
these are
deck.
this one just came out and the other two are coming out in
No,
the next couple of
I
weeks.
don't. I don't have
And then
animal
I
guides.
got
I've got
this one
Guardians
too
of
is
the
a new
Night.
one
Tarot.
called
All
Christ
right.
Consciousness.
Yeah.
So I
And
thought, oh, that might be interesting.
so I don't
So
have animal guides. I have Guardians of the Night, which
ah,
was one of the decks hubby
I don't
gave
think
me.
these are out yet. I don't think they're coming out until
Mm,
like the end of March. I'm
mm,
in the Hay House Oracle Deck Club, and so
mhm.
every 3 months you get a box of cards, and you'll get 2 to 3 decks that are like pre-releases,
Mm.
and then every now and
How much
again,
is that? Can I ask how much?
I think it's like it evens out to about $12 a month.
No, that's not bad, is it?
It's like
Mm.
35, $36 every 3 months,
Okay.
and you
Mm.
get a packet. Last time I got the little pocket oracle for light
Oh
seers,
yes, yeah, like cheers,
and
yeah.
these are like they're like itty bitty.
They are.
They're
They are
real
small.
little.
I've got a few of those decks. They're great.
And then
They're great for
yeah, and I
traveling.
got the shaman oracle one.
Hmm.
Um, those are the 2 little pocket decks I got. So
Mm. They're great for
um,
traveling because they don't take up as much room and they're a lot
yeah,
lighter.
and they come in the little metal tins,
They do,
so you can
yes.
throw them in your bag and you don't have to worry about them getting messed up.
Mm.
So that's nice too. Um,
So
so and I forget now who were we reading on?
Anne W, who lives in New South Wales. So she's here in Australia and she lives in New South Wales. She's a dear friend of mine as well as a subscriber. So loving you lot, Anne. And because I have another friend called Anne, I call Anne W Annie. So
Yeah, I have Dr. Ann. She lives in New
Dr. Anne
Zealand.
is yes,
Yeah,
that's my
in
other
New
Anne
Zealand.
friend. And
Um,
she is again a dear friend of mine. So two of my dear friends are called
Absolutely.
Anne.
She
So
and I have become fast friends. She is so sweet.
hmm, she is, yes. And we're going to do something together. So
Yeah, she's just getting her channel up and running.
she is, yes.
And because I
There
know
you
as soon as she put her first video out, she sent me an email. I just put out my new video. I said,
Oh,
okay, I'm
cool.
going to go watch it right now. Hi, Teresa. Hugs to you.
Yeah, so what I do is I pull a single card from my deck, and
Okay.
yeah, and I've got
Ooh,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 other people listed.
okay. What does this one say?
Oh, brain hemorrhage. Oh my goodness.
Oh, wow.
Uh, all loving and healing energy to Anne's friend, who is currently in hospital.
Absolutely.
One of my work colleagues, his girlfriend, is taken to hospital on Thursday, and she needs surgery. So I won't mention names, but I'm sending lots of lovely energy and hope that she goes well. Hopefully, she'll get the surgery on Monday,
Yeah.
which is, considering it's a public holiday here in Western Australia, gives you an idea of the urgency of it. So, yeah.
What's it a holiday for?
Um, Labor Day, the state founding.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
It's y'all's Labor Day. Ours is in September.
Yeah, no, this is the state one. So, WA Day, they call it. Mm.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
Cool.
Mm.
Okay, well, I pulled a card for Anne,
Okay.
and I pulled for you. It's called Divine Magic. It says wishes, goals, dreams, accomplishment on it. You've got all
Mm-hmm.
these tools that showing up on it with a rainbow. And it
Mm-hmm.
says this is a magical time in your life where
Yeah.
wishes really can come true. However, it's important that you be able to visualize exactly what you're dreaming of.
Mm.
Journal about it. It's a good way to manifest. Um,
Yes.
Dream big, and the color activation for it is white and black. And it says the colors white and black represent all colors because
Mm-hmm.
they are reminders to be connected to divine, to divinity of source, and rooted in the planet at the same time.
Okay. Cool.
That-
That is a cool card. The next person I've got is M Steve 000. And yeah, you were just saying, Steve was saying that the last contemporary of his mum, and your mum's, she's in her 90s, isn't she, Steve? Or late 80s, early 90s, has just passed. So his mum is the only one left of her circle, which is very sad. But she is such a sprightly lady, and the videos and photos you send are always so much fun. And thank you very much for sending them to us.
Yeah, I get him too. He was sending me
Yeah.
videos of his mom.
Steve.
I did a free reading
Mm,
for him last
yeah.
year, I think it was.
Mm-hmm. The
Maybe around
Queen of, yeah, I got the Queen of Spring, which is the Queen of Wands, talented, brilliant, independent, and charming. Now, just because it says it's the Queen card, it doesn't have to necessarily apply to a woman. It could apply to a man. Um, the Persian cat, look at that.
Ooh, I like that.
The Queen of Wands is very, very protective of those she considers in her circle. And don't underestimate your ability to manifest your dreams. You may have several priorities vying for your attention all at once, but you can do it. And yes, Steve has definitely, that is Steve, right down to the that description. You can deal with these things, and sometimes I think you feel a little bit of self-doubt, my darling, but don't. You are a nurturer and very protective and very fierce when it comes to protecting those you love. And it is that desire which gives you strength. You are much stronger than you think you are, my darling. But sometimes, of course, you're only human, as we all are, and sometimes it just gets a little bit hard.
Yeah.
Don't be too hard on yourself about that. And it's okay to rely on somebody else a little bit sometimes. You don't have to
Mm-hmm.
take the whole burden alone, my darling. So I don't know what Shari's got for you, but
Give yourself time to grieve.
yeah.
And remember, we all grieve differently and
Mm-hmm.
on different time schedules. Uh, you may feel great today, and then tomorrow you're a basket case. And then the next day you're okay again. Go with it. That's what
Mm-hmm.
happens. I pulled for you Archangel Shamuel with
Okay.
the color activation of light green. It says Archangel Shamuel's name means the eyes of God. He is the archangel of personal and global peace. He helps to soothe away our fears, worries, and anxieties so that we can connect with life. When we find peace, there is space for happiness to come through. The color light green is the color of enthusiasm and change. It can be seen around children because they are fully present and in pure joy.
Mm-hmm.
When light green is seen in the aura, this person is healthy and thriving. So I think what I'm seeing, what I'm feeling with this is that Samuel is just letting you know it's going to be okay. And he's there to help soothe your fears and to bathe you in healing green light so that you know that you're loved and you're cared for. And yes, it's painful right now, but it will get better. It will get better. And that's what I got for you.
Shelby, Lisa. Hey, Shelby. Shelby's here. Her mum was here earlier too. Eleanor, yes, she's still here.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. What a wonderful dynamic duo, Shelby and Eleanor are. I've had the enormous privilege a
Hi,
year ago
Patricia. I know her.
to read for Eleanor, and yeah, it was one of the most wonderful readings I've ever done. And yeah, so Shelby Lisa, I got your email about the steampunk thing, Shelby. They weren't online last week. Um, yeah, Four of Summer. So this is the Four of Cups. Then it's the tortoise. Isn't he gorgeous? Isn't he gorgeous?
Oh, how cool.
And yeah, and it says your responsibilities may distract you from noticing all the gifts that God is presenting you. Yeah, sometimes that can happen. Be open, be open to investigating opportunities that come your way, and that is really good. Sometimes, as I said before, we all get a bit worn down, and sometimes it can get distracted. And sometimes it is easy to forget that despite everything that's happening in the world on a personal level, on another level, that there is still so much beauty surrounding us. Take some opportunities, my darling, to get out there and investigate that beauty. And you know what you were saying about the light green, Shari, at
Mhm.
the previous meeting? See all that green with the lettuce and the
There
turnip
you
top?
go. There you
That
go. Hi, Constance.
like excitement and innocence that evokes. There's a little bee there too. Be the odd thing to say, but be the pollinator of your own future. Get out there and take the opportunity to go and explore a few different things to find what you want to move on to. So there you go.
And I pull for you, open your heart to love.
Mm-hmm.
It says your angels are asking you to be aware of love in all forms. Embrace your emotions and know that this level of openness can make you feel a bit vulnerable. But your angels are paving the way for romantic, family, career, and friendship connections so that they will thrive. And the color activation for this is red and green. Red energy is rooting you into your heart. The color green is helping you express your most authentic self and attract your soul group, the people you have incarnated with in this lifetime. And it also says vulnerability, forgiveness, allowing, and community. And if you look at the picture, there's a key hanging off the door handle
Hmm.
that opens the keyhole behind it where the light's coming through. And so you just have to put the key in the hole and turn the lock. And there you go.
Hmm.
And it's right there waiting for you.
Yep, that is true. Uh, Next, we've got Constance Campbell.
I know, Constance.
You know Constance? Yeah.
Yeah. I'm seeing a
Oh,
lot of names in here, I know.
oh yeah. Constance, you have the world. The end of one cycle in your life and the start of another. This is a major arcana. This is some big changes coming towards you. It could signify physical movement, travel, even a shift of residence. But it is very much about getting ready to step from one cycle of your life into the next one. And it's got the Shetland sheepdog, and it's got congratulations on successfully accomplishing what you set out to do. I got a rider to this is that you may not think you set out to do what you wanted, set out and achieved what you wanted to do, Constance, but you set out and you achieved what you were meant to do. And you've made it all through all the challenges and incorporated the lessons life offered you with grace and courage. Definitely a big dose of both of them there. So I think what you started out to do in the beginning has totally morphed and changed into something different. And that something different is, of course, what you were meant to do. And you were right. If you'd have finished off what you started out to do, you would not have been satisfied because it was not, that was just a starting point to lead you to where you are now. And you are so ready to move on. And of course, the little butterflies there, butterflies indicate change and metamorphosis and how mercurial some things can be. Um, so don't be surprised if there's a few surprising changes and a few mercurial happenings in the near future for you. But don't be scared of dealing with the mercurial either. Okay.
There you go. Well, I pulled for you Law of Attraction. And it says we want to make sure that you are aware that you're co creating with the universe right now. And that's why things are moving in a positive direction. Keeping your thoughts empowered and focused is important, but taking action is just as important to manifesting what you desire through the law of attraction. And on here it's got says, "My angels are with me. Life loves me. I am beautiful. I am prosperous. Everything is going to work out." Just little reminders of all that you've got coming for you. And as far as manifesting goes, I've been working on manifesting a better car for over 2 years. And a few weeks ago, I had got a message. "You still needing a car?" I said, "Yes." They said, "Well, I got a car for you." I said, "Well, how much you want for it?" I said, "Oh, no, I'm going to give it to you." I'm like, "You're giving me a car?" It's like, "Yeah, I was told this car is for you." I said, "Well, what's wrong with it?" They said, "Oh, nothing. It's a 2004. It's got 100,000 miles on it. It's
Mhm.
got a little dent on one side, but other than that, it works great. Everything's great.
Mm.
I'm like, okay, where can I go get this car? You got me, I'll take it.
Mm.
And so I got to fly to LA to go pick up the car and drive it back home to Louisiana. Um,
Okay.
but they're giving me a Mercedes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, when they told me, I nearly fell out of the chair, and I was like, don't mess with me. That's not funny. Seriously,
Mm.
what kind of car are we talking about? They're like, no, I'm serious. It's a Mercedes.
Mm.
I was like, crap, I've never had a car
Was
that
it,
fancy
was it
before.
left to you by somebody or something?
Huh?
Was it left to you by somebody?
They were in a situation where evidently they were kind of like a car collector.
Yeah.
They would collect them and then work on them and redo them and whatnot. And they're getting ready to move and they're not taking all the cars with them.
Okay.
And so he's been selling them off or giving them away. And when he got to that car, he said Spirit told him it belonged to me.
Oh, wow. That's
And
lovely.
so he messaged me and said, do you still need a car? I was like, yeah.
Oh, wow.
So
That is so generous. What a
about another
lovely.
month and I should be able to go get it. So
Oh, cool. That's
I'm
great.
really, so never give up. Never
Never
stop
give up. No,
manifesting.
never give up on what you want.
It may feel hopeless. God knows I felt that way so many times. It was like,
And
why?
it can be
Why can't I
frustrating
find
too. But,
a decent vehicle that's not going to cost me a fortune and that breaks every time I turn around?
hmm, it can be
And
frustrating, but keep
it
believing
gives
it will
me,
happen. Mm.
yeah, exactly. Just, I finally got to the point where I let it go. And I was just like, okay, fine. I'll drive the junker. I'll make it work. I'm just not going to bother with it anymore.
Mm.
And that's when I got the phone call.
Ah, maybe you can sell the junk or to a junkyard for a little bit, and it might pay for your flight to LA.
No, it's not worth that much.
No.
That's how bad of a junker it is.
Okay,
It's
Sharon.
mostly rust colored. It's mostly rust colored. And I'm scared to try to remove the rust because I'm scared there won't be any metal left underneath it. So
Sherry friend, Sherry friend, we've got a card for you, my darling, and it's the Two of Winter, the Two of Swords. You've been procrastinating again, haven't you? Come on, admit it. Admit it.
I'm famous for
um,
that.
I did a reading for Sherry the other day, and yeah, you made that decision. I know that you were, you know, worrying about things, and you did make a decision, which I think is a good one for you at this moment. Follow your inner guidance, and as long as you followed your inner guidance here to what is was best for you at the time, you made the right decision. Um, so just know that if you've been questioning it, okay. I know it's about, but I'm not going to say because it was part of the reading, so that's Sherry's thing. But yeah, if you followed your guts when you made your decision, you made the right decision. Okay.
And I pulled a card that says wise decision.
Mm-hmm.
Same exact words. It
Mm-hmm.
says the angels are saying, yes, you've listened to your heart, your intuition, and the message from the angels and spirit guides are saying that you're not fooling yourself. This is really the direction that you should follow. A lack
Mm-hmm.
of certainty or confidence is not a no. You're allowed to be a work in progress, but
Mm-hmm.
still move forward. Don't
That
let
is
fear
most certainly true.
or insecurity hold you back.
Mm-hmm.
You got this. And if the next step is a bit outside of your comfort zone, just know that the angels believe it's for your highest good and growth.
Mm.
Take a risk, get excited, get organized, check the details, and move ahead.
Yeah.
Proceed. Go forward.
Yeah, definitely. And it's making the decision you made is definitely the right one for you because it's going to give you space and time and a bit of a more of a stable platform than you've had the last few months. And when you are ready to make the next move, which I think you will, yeah, you'll be in a really good position to do so. So good luck.
Absolutely.
Oh, you're gonna go off now, Annie. Okay. Now we've got Apple 2535. Apple is the last.
Okay, I know that name too.
Yes, it's the last person I've got on the list today. But Apple, what have we got for you, my darling? You're still here. Oh, okay.
Hi, they're here.
Hi, Apple.
I always see that and I always want to say Snapple.
Now, this is the deer mouse and the card is the emperor. Look at this. I always gain insight from the pictures. This little deer mouse has all a little collection around them, all nice and bright and shiny things. There's a mixture of things that are just colourful, like the buttons. And then there's a mixture of things to help survive, like the food, the blueberries, the acorn. And there's a little butterfly there. Structure and organisation, Apple, are important right now. So don't be afraid to take on a leadership role as you have much wisdom to offer. Now, this is the reason you have so much wisdom to offer is because of all your accumulated knowledge. And you see the accumulation here. The little deer mouse has got surprising mixture of things. But on each trip in which he went out to gather those things, he learned something new about the world around him. And all that, and bringing all that in, and even inviting in a friend in the butterfly has enabled him to set up a stable base. And he can help others learn. That's you, Apple. Okay. Don't sell yourself short by thinking, oh, there's no way I would know how to lead people. I've got nothing to offer people. Someone asks you to step up and take a lead. They wouldn't even be asking you if they didn't feel you had something to offer and something
That's right.
good. So take the compliment, my darling, and move forward with the offer. Okay.
There you go. And I pulled career transition.
Mm-hmm.
It says new opportunities are about to present themselves. It's a great time for you to consider what's next in your career. What makes you excited? Line up your options, and where your heart leaps with joy, that's where you go. It's got the activation colors of orange and green, more green again. The color
Green
orange
is
is
very tolerant.
balancing your energy,
Mm-hmm.
and the green energy is allowing you to be open to all opportunities. So you got new things coming, and it's an exciting time, and it's a scary time, and that's okay. You're allowed to be a little scared. Just know that Spirit's got your back, and they're
Mm-hmm.
going to help guide you right where you need to go. Just follow your heart.
That is so true. That is so true. Little girls here just nibbling on some nummies, as we call them, little treats. Um, yeah, so that's the end of the list. Now, has anyone got a story they want us to look at? Because I actually went through and I looked at when I was watching you guys earlier before I started. We were looking at Trump and I did some stories there. Aileen Cannon being replaced. There's a good possibility of that happening. The 11th Circuit, they're just not happy with her. Somebody asked me, and if you want to have a look, will Jack Smith indict Trump for selling secrets before the election? There's something feeding back through your feed there, Shari.
Huh?
There's some noise in the background.
Oh, it's my brother. He's playing his
Okay.
TV.
Oh, that's okay.
He does it at ear splitting level, even though he's in the back of the house.
Yeah. Where's my Baba girl?
Well, I pulled the King of Cups.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like Jack is taking his time. He's checking all of his notes,
Mm-hmm.
making sure all the T's are crossed and the I's are dotted, because he's ready to go.
So everyone
And while it may appear like Trump is going to walk away from it all, I don't believe he will.
No.
I really don't.
Hi, Celtics here.
And then I pulled the death card.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Not an absolute, not like he's going to die, but several other readers, as well as myself.
Oh, sorry. Hang on. The cat
That's okay.
accidentally.
The cat disconnected me.
That was Cameo. You accidentally just Shari off the screen. Sorry about. So can you repeat what you just said about several other readers and the death card and stuff?
I know several other readers, myself included, have all come to the conclusion and feel like you can't be president if you're not breathing.
Yeah.
And he's not going to be breathing.
Oh. Okay.
Now, whether that means literally gone, or if that means he has a major medical event that prevents him from breathing on his own, say, or from being able to perform on his own. And then I had the Knight of Cups, which is you're going to have some, they're going to try to romanticize this and try to make it seem like he was this wonderful person that did all these wonderful things. No, that's not what happened.
The false knight, yeah. Whenever I talk about Trump, the Knight of Cups is the false knight, yeah. Celtic Players ask, can we look at the economy in the USA, small businesses especially? Yes, we can do that, I guess, yeah.
It's a lot better than most of the media is saying.
Yeah, they do tell you, yeah.
Mm-hmm. We're actually we're one of only a few countries that came out of COVID and isn't in high distress of everything going bottoms up.
Yeah, Australia.
And that's because Biden knows what the hell he's doing, and he was very smart in doing it. And he didn't say a lot about it. He didn't make a bunch of speeches about it. He just dug in his heels and did the work. And because that's the kind of person he is. He's done a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
He's accomplished a lot of stuff that most people aren't even aware of. Because the press isn't talking about it. And he's not a grandstander. He doesn't run out there to toot his horn every time he does something. So that's our job. We need to learn a simple list, 10 items that he's accomplished since he became president. Be able to rattle them off your fingers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And when you run into people who are like, well, he hadn't done anything.
He's done a lot.
Run down the list. Say, well, he did this and he did this and he accomplished that. And yeah. But
I've got the 3 cards I drew. They're all major arcana. First card is 20, renewal, and that is the judgment card. Hi, Dozen Cats. Hi, Kelly.
Hey, Kelly.
to add you to the list when I send out an invite. Let me know if you want to join Shari and myself.
With us.
Right. Okay. So renewal. We're looking at the US economy, especially in regard to small business. So the raccoon renewal, that's the judgment card. See, there's 3 little raccoons here. Aren't they cute? And often they're viewed as bandits, aren't they? They're the bandits of the animal world. It's time to get clarity about life purpose and make changes so that you're on the path most divinely suited to you. So it says, forgive what has been without judgment and fearlessly embrace what's to come. So this to me says that small businesses, whatever's going to come to you is going to come to you. Be strong, embrace it, run with the changes, and be a little bit of a bandit, but in a good way, in that it's risk-taking. So there's some good opportunities to take a few risks, because we're looking at, with 3 major arcana, some big changes and some new cycles. Okay. The second card I found is the wheel, the reindeer or the caribou. And of course, expect sudden positive changes. So these sudden positive changes are what's going to drive the ability to maybe be a little bit of a bandit and take a few risks, of course, without hurting others. It's positive, it's a good time. It'll be a good time to move forward with some things. And for those who have been stuck in a little bit of limbo, just hanging in there, there is going to, it's going to be a great time to make some unexpected and sudden progress. The last one is the Justice card. Oh, Kelly's just going to bed. So, yeah, we will collaborate soon, my darling. And that's the Elephant.
Night, Kelly.
Yeah. Fair decisions will be made after all the evidence is reviewed impartially. Have compassion for others and try to see all sides of a disagreement. So it's like, I feel like some bigwigs are going to be taken down a peg. And while you want to cheer that happening and all that, not everyone has gotten to where they are in the bigwig stakes by swallowing up others and, trampling on others. They've worked hard and they've done the right thing, and they always looked to help their communities in whatever way they can. And some of them are going to be suffering a little bit too with some changes. So don't take joy if some people get taken down a peg. But so for some of the larger ones, it just seems to be like an adjustment. But the smaller businesses seem to be like a time of moving forward. So, and all of it's justified. Whatever the outcome is, it's the outcome it was supposed to be. Yeah, they're not making the right decisions. And, and so have some balance in your life. Mm-hmm. Have some balance, in your judgment of others in moving forward. So have some compassion. And some small businesses do need a little bit of an extra hand as well, and do need a little bit of compassion. And by showing that compassion, it will pay off in spades in the community. So there you go.
Oh, you like it already. Is it my turn? You ready?
Yeah.
Well, the first thing I pulled was the 3 of Pentacles,
mm-hmm.
which is kind of how Biden operates. He's works together with others to bring out, if we work together, we're going to get more done, more ideas. Um, and he's been full of a lot of new ideas, starting new ventures, getting things off the ground. Um, that's a lot of the accomplishments he had. And finished it up with the Six of Cups because he brings with him that comfort of Grandpa Joe or Uncle Joe, something that my country sorely needed when he won.
Mm.
Is we needed that fatherly figure to wrap his arms around us and say, it's going to be okay and we're going to survive this. Because most people by that point in time were in such a state of panic here that there were quite a few people that I personally knew that really thought it was the end and there would be no more. And it was like when he won, it put reassurance back in a lot of people's hearts
Mm-hmm.
that it's going to be okay. Uncle Joe's here now. I got it. Don't worry about it. Go home, take a chill pill, drink a margarita, whatever. Eat ice cream cone, whatever makes you feel good. Go do that because the adults are in charge again and we're going to take care of things. And that's exactly what he's done. And he's done it quietly and succinctly and just lining things up. One, two, three, four, taking care of it. And he doesn't
Mm-hmm.
talk about it. He doesn't brag about it. He doesn't run out to the news every 5 minutes and say, I did this and I did that and I did the other. No. Now he's got people like Gavin Newsom from California,
Mm-hmm.
who is a big possibility for a future president. I strongly believe that that's on his agenda. He's moving up the ladder with it there. Um, but right now, he's one of Joe Biden's best cheerleaders. He gets on any show and he starts rattling it off, ticking off his fingers, all the stuff that Biden and Kamala Harris have done. A lot of people think she doesn't do anything. They're not aware of all the work that she's been doing. Again, behind the scenes, without a lot of fanfare, without running out to the press every 5 minutes. She just goes in, she does the job that President Biden asked her to do, and she gets it done.
Yeah.
That's just the way she is. And so, yeah, I mean, we have two very competent people in charge again, finally.
Mm.
And God willing, we're going to keep them for another 4 years.
Yeah, definitely.
Because I shudder to think what could happen if the other side managed to pull off a steal and accomplish what they did in 2016. I don't know if our systems can withstand a double strike like that. It almost it almost broke last time.
I just asked, will they do another 2016? And the answer was the King of Cups, that is Biden. And that is no, they won't. Biden will get in again.
Yeah.
So, and you're right about him being Uncle Joe. Look at all the baby chicks around him. Or
Exactly.
Grandpa. Mm-hmm.
It was his granddaughters
Mm-hmm.
that talked him into running in 2020 for
Yeah.
2020. It was his granddaughters who literally was like, Papa, you got to do something.
Yeah.
You got to do something. You're the only one that can do something.
I heard that too at the time. Sweet Pea, hello. Yes,
Hi,
Sweet Pea in Britain. Yeah.
How do you think we feel? I'm in the U.S. in the South.
Sweet Pea, do you want us to do any readings on things over there with Rishi Sunak's government and stuff?
Where is she at?
Where's Richie at? Yeah. Let's have a look at that. Where's Richie at?
Where is Sweet Pea at?
Sweet Pea is you're in London, aren't you, darling? So she's in the UK.
She's
So
where?
the UK, United Kingdom.
Oh, in the UK. Okay.
From Scotland. Well, and Rishi Sunak is the Prime Minister. He's a walking disaster. Yeah. So what's in the cards for Rishi? Two of Winter, procrastination, worrying what others will think, and it's too tied up in procrastinating to make a real decision. And his own desires are not good for the country. So in his case, he shouldn't follow his inner guidance. Then we got the Nine of Winter. Okay, he has Sweet Pea said, he's a walking disaster. A self-fulfilling prophecy, the Nine of Winter, the Nine of Swords is Rishi. Worries, and a lot of the worries and fears aren't real, but he's focusing on the negative too much, and that gives power to what he's afraid of. If he just loosen the grip a little bit, things would run a bit better, but he's too scared to do that. And what he's scared of is if he loosens his grip at all in any way, someone's going to scoop in and take his job, which is very possible. I mean, there was a joke a few years back about Australia having revolving prime ministers. Well, the UK is going through a similar thing. And the Ace of Spring. So the Ace of Wands. Look at this, lovely. Isn't that gorgeous? Okay. You have a general election soon. Well, this is certainly about communication. The Wands are about communications. A wonderful new opportunity presents itself, and it may have come as a surprise. But you'll still want to leap into action and passionately pursue every possibility. So, will Labor win the next election over in the UK? So, Rishi Sunak government, they're the Conservatives, which are equivalent of Republicans, and Labor are like the Democrats, and Liberal Democrats are in between, something like that. So, will Labor win the next election? One card. Yeah, Richie's right, is the daughter of a billionaire. Seven of Springs. If they stand firm and be assertive, it's the Seven of Wands, be assertive, and don't let anyone undermine them, take away their power, and stand firm in what they believe in, yes, they could win. And it would be very justified. That was on the bottom of the deck. So the thing is, the Labor leader is someone called Sir Keir Starmer, who is very stoic. Often people call him dull. He doesn't light up a screen. Geez, he's a very strong, powerful presence. But so, Anyway, have you got anything on that, Shari? Unmute yourself, darling.
Sorry, the dogs were barking. I pulled the Two of Pentacles. So I'm feeling like he's having to weigh some options. I don't know who this person is. I don't know what side of the scale he falls on. So this is really cold read for me. I keep up more with the royal family. I know it's stupid, but I do. I really like Princess Catherine. It's just um. Anyway, I just feel like he's got decisions to be made, and I think he's going to feel very overburdened. He's got the Ten of Wands here. Is it Wands? Yeah, the Ten of Wands. So he's very burdened. Um, but I've also pulled the Tower. So we're looking at some changes, some maybe some drastic changes. And I don't know if that's going to be drastic changes because of things happening in Parliament or if it's drastic changes because of things happening in the royal family. Um, so, I mean, I'm not as up on British Parliament and how it operates. I understand it's kind of along the same thing that we have, sort of, kind of, a little bit. I really don't know. I do good to keep up with my own government, much less somebody else's. Um, but I do know because the royal family is the royal family, and everybody talks about it. Um, I know that there's a lot of worry and concern right now. You've got what the king has got cancer and is in treatment. You've got the future queen who's had surgery and no one's seen her since Christmas. And you've got the future king who's running around like crazy trying to get everything done. I feel sorry for him. Um, you've got Camilla that surprisingly, from what I've read, has really kind of picked up the ball and is pulling more than her weight. That's what I've read. So I don't know how accurate that is because I don't know which papers would be considered more tabloid than factual over there. Um, and I know that Harry and Meghan seems like there's two camps there. Either you really like them or you really don't. And it's like, I don't know enough about either one of them. I don't really care. Um, I think Harry looked happier before she came along, and he doesn't look very happy anymore. I know that they supposedly have two children, but I never see them. It's like, well, where are your kids at? You're always talking about family, but you never have lots of pictures of y'all running all over the place, but we never see the kids. Where are your children? Um, just me. I'm just curious. It's like I want to know what their kids look like. What are your children doing? What are they? Don't you want to show them off to everybody? Say, hey, these are my kids. That's what most of us parents do. The minute we
I
have children, we start shoving our pictures in everybody's face. Look at my kids.
I get I've always gotten the picture there with regard to his children is, you know, Harry never really got any privacy as a child. He was on display for the world to see basically from the time he was born. His first day at school, at kindy, his first day at Eton, his first day at this, his teenage girlfriend, this, that, the other. One of the reasons he left was all the negative attention and negative comments going towards his wife. He saw his mother having to put up with a lot of that. He didn't want that for his wife. And he didn't want and doesn't want his children exposed to the media simply because of the fact of who
I
they
can
are.
understand that. I mean, I get that part. You have kind of controlled when
Yeah.
your kids get trotted out. I just never see them
Yeah.
ever. It's like, do they
I
even
mean,
exist? They have to exist, right?
well, yeah, they do exist, but you don't really see a lot of. You didn't really see a lot of Edward's children until
Yeah.
they came of age. You maybe saw one or two pictures when they were young. That's Prince Edward, Charles's younger brother. Um, so for some people, it's just let their children have a normal life, normal growing up. And
and I'm all behind that. I mean,
and
I can't imagine what it would be like to grow up in a fishbowl
mm,
where your every movement is is criticized and photographed and broken down.
every mistake you make is
Yeah,
he wants his kids to be able to make mistakes, and without the fishbowl thing. And when they're old enough to decide if they want to,
yeah, and that's great.
dive back into that world, then they can. But yeah, and I,
Most people, Christmas,
hmm,
you'll see pictures
well,
of the
people are
family,
curious, but you know,
birthdays, or special occasions. You'll see people with their children. Especially when it comes to celebrities and stuff. There are a
mm,
lot of celebrities that don't show their kids.
yeah,
You
there are.
know,
They're
um,
no different than a lot of other people. So yeah,
um,
mm,
and that's I understand that. It's like, but there's never. I've just never seen any. I think maybe once or twice a year you could, show a picture. I don't know, look how big they're getting, and
Celtics here was
Archie's riding a bike now, and Lily's doing this now, and
Celtic Steele was just saying that very sadly, a lady Gabriella's husband committed suicide. Now I'm not quite sure where Lady Gabriella fits in the.
I thought I saw something about that. Yeah,
Yeah, so
probably in
that
People
is
magazine.
really harsh. And who she belongs to? Is she Edward's daughter or something? Or I'm not quite sure because there's
Yeah.
so many out there that we don't really know the name of. You know? And yeah, Princess Michael of Kent's daughter. Yeah. Okay. Um, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's just Michael of Kent's daughter. Okay. Yeah. I recognize that name. I've seen it recently. Um,
Mm-hmm.
just like
It's very
one of them's married to the footballer.
yeah. That is Princess
Kendall
Anne's daughter, I think.
is
Mm.
Princess Anne's daughter. Now that's
Yeah.
another one who seems to be a workhorse.
Yeah.
That woman seems to go and never stop. Like damn.
Mm.
She just comes across as a workhorse to me. She just keeps on going, just
Well, the
whatever needs
pressure
to
on
be done.
them right from a young age to do this, do that, patronize this, patronize that. I think that they've never really had a chance to just grow
Well,
up and be
yeah,
normal.
and I
And
and I understand that's why
mm,
William waited so long before he and Catherine got married. Was from my understanding, he wanted to make sure that she got it.
mm,
That she realized what she was getting into. Because I mean, people in
his
my
mother said,
country
yeah.
or other countries that don't have
Mm.
monarchies, they may fantasize and say, oh, wouldn't it be great to be married to the prince or married to the king? Or, think about that for a minute. That
Well,
comes with
at
that
the
comes with
moment,
a whole new truckload of problems that do
mm,
you really want to deal with that? I mean, you kind of lose your anonymity with something like that.
yeah, at the moment, all laws passed in the UK have to be signed by the monarch. I'm just going to have a question. Is that going to will that end? Will that practice end so that they don't have to be signed by the monarch? Um,
I didn't realize
hmm.
I didn't realize it had to go through the monarch.
Yeah,
I
there has
thought
to be
that the
just their
prime
signature.
minister and
Sure.
parliament were the ones
So there
that.
is some work happening to look at that. Hi, J Cat Lady.
Hi, cat lady.
That's all right. I actually was supposed to do a Tuesday night show. I've been doing one Tuesday tea, And I didn't last Tuesday night because we just got back from our little getaway, and I wanted to just be in good shape for Wednesday. So yeah, so they're working on that. It used to be that way in Australia too, but I do not think that the Governor General used to have to sign the laws off. But I don't know if that's the case anymore. I can't quite remember. I should know, but you know. Anyway, my darlings, I'm going to wrap it up now. And Shari, thank you so much for joining.
Well, thanks for inviting me.
Yeah,
This
it's
was
just
fun.
oh, hang on.
Say again.
Yeah, no, just Anne couldn't join us. So yeah, yeah. Anne saying she couldn't join us, but thank you so much for joining us. It's been a pleasure having you, my friend.
Thank you for inviting me. I saw your name in my email and I thought, oh, what's Chrissy up to?
I've got to remember when I send out those
And then
impulsive.
I'm
on
like, well,
now.
I was running for the bathroom when I saw the
1.5 hours. Yeah, I've got to
like,
remember.
15 minutes, I'll be there.
I'm on. If you've received this, I'm on now and will be on for the next hour and a half or whatever. So, yeah.
I do that every now and again. I'll pop on at midnight or something. I'll wake up in the middle of the night or I can't go to sleep.
Don't do that.
And I'll go pop on and everybody's like, what are you doing?
I am very grumpy when I'm woken out of a sound sleep. Ask my husband who does it too often. Not that I get a sound sleep very often. But anyway, thank you everyone for joining us.
Well,
Please.
I'll have Irish Granny Tarot on with me tomorrow. She's going to be on my channel with Nate the Clairvoyant. So
Okay.
if y'all not doing nothing, come hang out with us for a little while.
Okay.
It'll be.
I've got my members only live to do, and I usually try and pop in and say hello to various people beforehand.
Yeah. I
It
like
is
Helen. She's real sweet.
We've got thunderstorms expected tomorrow. Storms expected tomorrow.
We had ours last night.
Yeah, and maybe
big time thunderstorms.
today. So anyway, everyone, stay happy, stay healthy, stay strong, stay loving, and above all, my darlings, stay laughing. Laugh every day, and if you can, laugh with a stranger. Love you all so much. Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.
You hang on there, Sherry.
I'm not going nowhere.